From the City of Angels, you're listening to the James Salazar Media Podcast. On today's episode, take 2 of Podcast 82. So let me strike the music and shit, motherfucker. Let me strike the music and I'll meet you on the other side.
Engage.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can
It's
do.
one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Stand up to my little friend.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
What's up, savages? And welcome to the James Salazar Media Podcast, where you get your weekly dose of pop culture, politics, and futurism. I am your host, James Salazar, a.k.a. The Media. Oh my God. My last podcast was one of the most terrible things I've ever listened to in my life concerning me. And that is saying something. It was so bad, my nuts caught on fire. I had to dip them in a bowl of ice. And they're still steaming. It is that bad. I don't know what I was mumbling about. I had to turn it off. I don't know if it got better. But, yeah, it was terrible. Fair warning, bring an extinguisher because it is so bad. It will light your hair on fire as well as your nuts. It's so bad. So bad. I guess what I was trying to say is that there's opinionated media. Excuse me, I got to burp. Still better than my last podcast. There's opinionated media, and they often omit a lot of truth based upon who they like, what's their political agenda or leanings, and they tend to omit stuff that is good from somebody they don't like, and they tend to omit stuff that is bad for the person they do like. That's all I was trying to say. So if you're not going to get the straight skinny from the news, then you should be the news, because your opinion is just as good as anybody else's. That's what I was trying to say. It didn't come out that way. I was slurring my speeches. My lisp was full effect. I was thinking things in my mind and not saying them, and then saying a couple of things after. I mean, I wouldn't finish the sentence and I would jump and jump and jump. So incoherent ideas. This should be how not to do a podcast. I guess I was so excited because I'm on the new Rodecaster with the Shure SM7B, that is. And I like the way I sound because I got some good headphones. I was so into how I sounded, I didn't care about what I said or how I said it. So, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But I said to myself, I'm eating a french fry. Oh, God. I said to myself, I should take it down or leave it up. I said, I'm going to leave it up because I am as real as fuck. That's what I'm telling you. I don't care. You see the good and you see the bad. It's a little annoying when you see people who have to always look good in the limelight. They like to dish it out, but when someone dishes in, they get all mad. They're like, when they start attacking you. As someone who always has to look good, because for whatever reason, insecurity or not, I don't know, whatever. If that's you, oh well. Try not to be that. It's okay to be real. Some people are real enough that they're assholes, and you know who that is. Who's that? I don't know. Could be you. Could be me. At times it is me, for sure. There's times where I can be a complete idiot, an asshole, male chauvinist pig. And there's sometimes I'm thoughtful and romantic and giving and loving. I'm a dichotomy like most people are. So, what do you say to that? So, today is the last day we choose the Democratic running candidate for president. It goes down today. They will decide today. And Bernie supporters will act like they took it away from him on purpose. They did him a dirty. And they might have. You never know, because communism is a hard sell in the United States of America. We're a hyper-capitalistic system. Even with all our what do you call that, regulations. With all those regulations, we are still the most dominant economy on earth. And once he started to not acknowledge the problems with socialism and Cuba, and trying to say Castro was a great guy, you know, what are you going to do? And they gave him a chance to take it back, and he doubled down. That's why he's losing. They're not stealing from him. He did a Donald Trump blunder, but he's not the Teflon Don, though. It's going to stick to him because the people in his own party are going to make it stick. But let me tell you, there's no way Joe Biden is going to win, because Bernie supporters will not support Joe Biden. They'll feel that they stole it from him, and they will not vote. They're not going to let that guy get in by stepping over Bernie. That's how they see it. And Sleepy Joe, as Donald Trump will call him, this is not going to be able to go punch for punch with Donald Trump. So, yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So we'll see what happens. I bet my money that Joe Biden wins the candidate for Democratic Party, and he loses the election to the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Trumpy. Oh, yeah. What you gonna do when James Armenia runs all over you? Oh, yeah. Okay. My little homage to wrestling. Speaking of economies, the coronavirus is doing a number on our economy a little bit. Definitely seeing us talking to people, seeing some slowing in the economy, especially in buying things. Stores are having enough trouble already because of Amazon. And my wife works jewelry, so she's definitely seen a hit at the Citadel. And the Citadel has mostly tourists from Asian places, countries. And it is a desert out there for her. It's barren. No one's there. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. You know, and everybody's buying up all the water. So you're like, these idiots who overreact and buy up all the water. And then you're like, well, I'm going to have to be an idiot too, because they're going to buy all the water. There's going to be no water for me. They're hoarding up like a year's worth, and I can't get no water. So I got to be an idiot and try to get the most water I can. Today it was stupid embarrassing. I go into the dollar store. I'm walking around looking for water, right? And I see a bunch of gallons of water. And I was like, oh, yeah. So I got my card and I put in 8 gallons, right? It was like another 20, 30. Some guy from the store yelled at me from the register, "Hey, come on, man, it's only 2. I was like, what? You can only take 2. Where does it say that? It's not up there, but you can only take 2. Well, so what the hell are you yelling at me for then? Put this damn thing up. Make me look like an idiot in front of everybody. So whatever, dude. Only 2. You're an asshole. Put up the sign. Of course I'm going to get as many as I can. God damn it. I felt stupid because everybody looked at me like, what an idiot. What an asshole trying to take all the water from everybody else. I was like, I'll just get him like 4 from myself and 4 from my mom. But everybody thought I was getting 8 for myself. I mean, they can't read brains, but they should have put up a sign, damn it. 2 per person. Then I would have got my daughter to buy 2. Then I would have got my nephew to buy 2. Then I would have got my mom to come in and buy 2. And then I would have got the 8 anyways. If I knew ahead of time. Better get your water. Get your water. You know, the fact of the matter is, people, you want to hear the truth? There's nothing wrong with the tap water. Tap water flows, okay? We're not going to be a shortage of water. If you're an idiot and think that the only water you can drink is water in a bottle, you're a moron, okay? You got water coming out of your sink, and that's fine. And if you don't like the chemicals they put it to purify because it doesn't taste as good as a purified water in a plastic bottle, then buy a brittle. What the fuck do you call that thing? Brittle water purifier, and just put it underneath the sink. It's all good. It'll purify the rest of the taste out. Put it in your refrigerator. Boom, bang, bing, you're done. The real problem, if they had a shortage of Coke, then I'll be fucking pissed off. I'll go ape shit. I'll just go in there and start knocking shit down. Ugh! Where's my Coke? Give me my Coke, goddammit. Where's my Coke? Whatever. Shut up, kids. I'm talking. Shut up. Whatever. So that happened today. Everybody's panicking. I might have to cut down my vacation to Guadalajara, Mexico. Ay. They won't let me on the airplane because I might have coronavirus and my wife will go insane. And hopefully the shit gets resolved by my cruise to Europe in July. But my wife and her family, they're all chicken. You know. There's no brave people in that family. They're all like, they want to cancel the cruise. I mean, I don't want to cancel. I want to go on it. I'm the one that's paying for it. So, I mean, I'm sort of like 50-50. Should I give in to their stuff and I don't have to pay for this $2,000 cruise? Or I'm the kind of person who travels every year. And I try to be consistent at that. But I need people to be along with me, you know. I need people who are willing to, you know, strike out on an adventure. Take a risk here. You only live once. And the coronavirus only has a 2% mortality rate, just about 0.5% more, 1% more than the common cold, which has killed 18,000 people so far this year. Corona has killed more people worldwide, but in the United States of America, it's only killed very few people. But Los Angeles is one of the most at-risk places because of the homeless and because of undocumented people. They don't monitor the border. And it's a crowded place, Los Angeles. New York is on a small quarantine. They might quarantine Los Angeles, California. Keep the kids from going to school, and they probably won't let me out of the border. Mexican government probably won't let me go to Ensenada on spring break. So I'm bracing for the worst. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So, you know, I just wanted to do a recap. I just wanted to get a little recap on the last podcast because I just couldn't handle it. I put it on and I was like, what the hell? You know what? It's probably, and if I go back and if this one is just as bad as the other, then hang up my headphones. Whatever, maybe not. I don't know. I speak too soon. Oh, yeah. There's a story where me, Bax Baca were at McDonald's, and this guy comes in. And we're looking at him, and he just goes up to, he's just looking at the menu from far away. He's rubbing his hands, and he's moving his body back and forth, and he goes, oh, yeah. I mean, Al, look, me and Bax look at each other, and we start laughing. And I started to do the same thing right behind the guy, and I was like, oh, yeah, give me some of that Big Mac. The guy never catched on that I was doing what he was doing. But it entertained it back, and I still use it till today whenever we walk into a McDonald's, and I remember. So, my friends, when the storm of life come against you and you find yourself on your knees, stand tall, take a look at that storm, and say what my sensei, Jack Burton, always says, give me your best shot, strike the music.